Chelsea Tamara Rodriguez, and I'll be doing a presentation of what my portfolio is about and what would be possibly in my show reel. So, digital manipulation was a unit that we did, first unit, where we had to take photographs that we either found online or that we have taken ourselves and digitally manipulate them on Photoshop. So this one image is when I was on holiday in Belgium last year in September, just walking down the streets with my friends, and I kind of wanted to go for this futuristic feel, but keeping with like present and past tense in like all in the same theme picture. Past tense means the architecture of the building is related to the past, present because I was there, present, and then futuristic by having like a Milky Way sky with like floating neon shapes. So that was it. And then these are some other images that I'm thinking of including. This was also a picture when we were on holiday in Belgium. The graffiti was all in colour, and I just decided to make that black and white scale and just keep my two friends in colour. But then to make it a bit more quirky and edgy, I just got rid of the umbrella pole, so it looks like it's just a floating umbrella. And then here a picture of my legs with shoes, and kind of inverted the image to make it almost look like X-ray. But then I used masking techniques and add different colours to different sections to give it this kind of gradient effect. And this image we had was a task that we all did at first. It was like a passport photo that was really run down, had sellotape with bits missing. So for that I decided, why do I do a full restoration kind of project on it? And that's the finished image. So I took it one step further, going kind of like neon themed, and this one I took a picture of just for games. I decided to put a moving image into it, and this is that. I don't know, it's not gonna, oh wait, it's gonna play. So yeah, so it was a clip I took playing a game called Fortnite, and decided to put that in there, or using Photoshop. So yeah. Repertoire photography, so going on with taking photographs, learning how to use cameras and stuff. I was using Canon 1300D with Canon 17mm to 55mm lens, and so this was some of the photos I took for the People's Vote protest in London this spring. So yeah, and then also using Photoshop, I also changed some of the photographs. I didn't want them to be traditionally black and white because I didn't want it to have like too much of an old theme. So I went for like the modern version, which is sepia, to make it a bit more modern, more fresh. So for the sound image capture, I want to include my storyboards that I did for the short film based on the physiological term, the ghost in the machine, because I didn't do much on actual editing work and not a lot of filming, so this is what I contributed to most, was the pre-production with the storyboard and also contributing ideas. Digital animation, it's in the works, but it's something I do want to include because I like how I created all these little avatars, characters to be animated, and it isn't complete, but the one thing I have animated is the title screen, which I don't have the video up on it, but it does move around. And so this will move around first, and then this will pop up like you do with a normal episode, because after doing this I was thinking of continuing it to make it like a little episode animation thing. And then final project, this is also something I want to include. So this is just the start of it because I wanted to do something games design related. So these are the characters that I first drew up and then had it done digitally. Because it's games design, I also have to think of worlds. So this was based on a real place called Basaco Palace. It's in Portugal, in the Aveiro district. It's a place I go visit often because it's a nearby family home. And just change it to make it more games related with the fantasy type with realistic buildings and stuff in it. So that's under works, but once it's done, I would like to include that in it. And then Cheryl and ident. So I made this ident, which is a link to on YouTube, and that is something I'm going to include in the showreel. It's really simple. I said Tamara Studios instead of my full name because my full name is quite long, and I wanted to use my middle name because I don't really use it much for anything, and instead of just like typical let's say, because I don't know what kind of genre of media I'm gonna go into, like if it's editing or like filming. I decided just to say studio because I want to showcase what I can do. I can do more than just filming, editing, photography, and other stuff. So yeah, and that's the end.
Thank you. And have you thought, Chelsea, about the order in which you want things to appear in your showreel? Is this as in that list there, or?
At the moment, this is kind of the list how I want to go by it, but I might change it just to make it a bit more cohesive and work together. Because
yes.
At the moment, it doesn't really seem that way at the moment.
Yeah. So where would your ident appear, for example?
Like at the beginning.
Because at the moment it's at the end, isn't it? In
At
that
the
sequence,
end, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I might have like it at the beginning or at the end. I'm not quite sure yet exactly when, but where I want to put it. But once I've decided.
And what length are you thinking your showreel might be?
No more than 2 minutes.
Cool. Okay, fine. So are you thinking about trying to give it a sort of an overall design then, so that it kind of fits together, as you say, cohesively?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And how might you do that? What might be the way in which you could give it a cohesive design, in your opinion?
Just making like certain links with each other. So like with the digital manipulation, I can go into that through for reportage. I can start with reportage, for example, because it's photography, and then move into the digital animation, because those are majority of photographs that I've taken myself and manipulate them, and because it has a futuristic look, then link it to my final individual project, because it is based like futuristic with also real places and like fantasy, so it links in with that, and then somehow go into the short film that we made. And yeah, so I'll figure it out, but like that's how it is at the moment.
Okay, good. Right, thank you very much indeed.